Hello, I am vlogging. I just finished recording a weekly podcast that will have been up by now, so I'll link it. And I chatted about wanting to do Vlogmas this year and not daily because I work 12.5-hour shifts in the hospital and that would be rather boring because I can't film at work, obviously. But I'm thinking about doing weekly podcasts for Vlogmas, so I thought that I would do a trial run this week. So today's Monday. I did not decide this until afternoon, so you missed out on my morning, but I went to the gym and I went to Home Depot. And then I have been working on a little project in my craft room, which I will be showing you lots of this week. So I am redoing the room. A couple days ago, I cleared out the closet. I ripped down the shelves. My friend Brenna came over yesterday and we patched some holes from ripping down the shelves. And then I went to Home Depot today and I got some texture spray. So I just sprayed over where we had patched. And then my intent was to repaint those spots today, but I went into the shed and I think the paint is just too cold to mix, is what I'm hoping, and that it's not dried out. I brought a can inside and hopefully in the morning I'll be able to mix it in paint. If not, then I will be heading back to Home Depot to get another can. But I do think that I'll build one of the shelves at some point today, so I'll bring you along for that. I've had quite a busy morning, so I think I am going to sit here in my favorite knitting spot where all of my projects are, and I'm going to knit a bit on my stick season jacket sleeve. My goal is to finish the first sleeve tomorrow. I am about a quarter of the way through the sleeve decreases, so I haven't done very much, but there it is. So we will see how much I can get done. I am going to throw a podcast on and just kind of get knitting and see how much I can get done. And then I will probably just like have lunch and go for a walk and then maybe build a yarn cubby. Okay, I am now about halfway through the sleeve decreases per pattern. I started at this marker and I worked this much just now. It was probably like an hour and 10 minutes or so. My goal for today for this sweater was to get halfway through the sleeve, so I have done that now. I may pick this up and do a little bit more later, but I want to knit on a couple other things too. I do want to try it on, but I'm still a little nervous because these needles are small. So I might do a few more decreases before I try it on, but it's looking pretty good. So now I am hungry, so I am going to make myself some lunch and then I think I'll go for a walk and I will finish Pet Sematary. I've been reading this book for a bit. I've read this book several times before. I have about 30 pages left. If you know, you know. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. So I think that I'm gonna go for a walk and I'm gonna finish reading this book. And then maybe we will build one of the yarn cabinets. That sounds like a good idea. And then probably just like a chill evening knitting and watching some podcasts. Yeah, I'll check in a bit. Okay, it is much later in the evening, but I got one shelf completely finished. The doors are on. And I'm gonna build the other two tomorrow, and I think I'm gonna ignore the paint situation. I think that the walls themselves are fixed. They're retextured. They like look perfect. They just need to be painted. And I think that the paint that I have is actually bad. The walls were repainted about 4 years ago, and according to Google, paint goes bad. So I don't want to buy a whole can of paint just to paint over the like spots on this wall that are gonna get covered by these shelves anyways. So I think I'm just gonna leave it and Zoe agrees. Say hi, Zoe. She agrees. So tomorrow I'm gonna build another one of this size and then one smaller one. So let's take you closer. So in this closet, there's gonna be a big one, a thin one, which is actually in this box here, and then another big one. The big ones are gonna have yarn, and the narrower one is going to have just finished sweaters. And I think that it's gonna be plenty of storage space. And I'm excited to finish building these shelves so that I can get the yarn in there so that I can clear up some space and have my treadmill back. So yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. I am gonna sign off here for the night and probably just knit a little bit on my sunset sweatshirt. Hoping to finish up the body tonight and start the ribbing on the bottom hem so that I can have another finished object tomorrow. And yeah, tomorrow's gonna be another chill day. I was supposed to work, but I am using some personal days so that I can trial having a working part-time and make sure that it's something that I can afford. There's Zoe. And so tomorrow's gonna be a really chill day. We're going to go to the gym and build some cabinets and knit a whole bunch. So another very crafty day. This was a good week to choose to vlog because I feel like it's a lot of very relevant stuff for my crafty channel. So yeah, I will see you in the morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I am doing my morning routine. I made my hot lemon water. I like to drink this and read my book. I was so tired last night that I fell asleep in the middle of a chapter, and that is not something that I do, so I must have been really tired. It is 6:15, which is a very late start for me. I'm usually awake at 5, but I must have been tired and I just kept snoozing. So I'm gonna let that be. So I am going to enjoy my lemon water and read some more of my book. And then I'm going to get a little something to eat, drink my pre-workout, and go into the gym. Few things that I want to get done today. I would love to finish building the cupboards for my yarn and sweaters. Would love to at least get those built today so that tomorrow I can organize my stash and get them filled up. I also would love to finish the first sleeve on my stick season jacket, and last night I finished the body of my sunset sweatshirt. I think I need to try it on again, but I think that that's finished. So I just need to do the ribbing, and then I started the second sleeve on my mini season sweater, so I'll get a little bit of that done today. Another pretty chill day, and yeah, I'll take you along with me. Okay, we are almost through with this leg day. We did some single leg RDLs, some box squats, some sissy squats, which are my absolute favorite for destroying your quads. Right now I'm doing a reverse hack squat. Good morning. Supersetted with some hamstring curls. And then I end with some wide stance, single dumbbell sumo deadlifts. I follow the training from Sam Sweeney on the Playbook app. I've been following her for 3 years now, and I love her very much. I do her daily training. I take 2 rest days. I rest on Wednesdays and Sundays. So yeah. Okay, we're done. I wanted to show you the app just in case you're interested. So it is the Playbook app, and I follow Sam Sweeney. So I do her daily training. She uploads it every day at like 10 p.m. Pacific time. I think it's 1 a.m. right? Yeah, 1 a.m. Eastern time. And I follow that. I have a pretty fun setup here in my garage. So I don't have to go anywhere. So it's really convenient for me. And yeah, here, I'll show you around a little bit. I have a squat rack, a little cable machine. This is some like accessory stuff. I have a hip thruster, Bulgarian squat rack, leg press, hack squat, and this is leg extension and leg curls, and then dumbbells. I started out here in this garage when I bought the house 4 years ago. I bought a bunch of stuff off of Facebook Marketplace, and actually my squat rack, barbell, and rower plates are stuff that I originally bought off of Facebook Marketplace for super cheap. So I definitely didn't start with this. I got stuff off of Facebook Marketplace and kind of worked my way up. I saved a lot of money. I worked a ton of overtime in 2022. And I think that this was built in March 2023. So we're coming up on 2 years, which is crazy. But it was a big investment, and I do not regret it for a single second. I use this gym every single day, and it's nice that it's mine. It's nice that I can get in here at 4 a.m. before work and not have to worry about whether or not it's going to be open, and I don't have to drive anywhere. I just come downstairs, I put in the work, and I go upstairs and shower. So I know that I'm very fortunate to have this set up, but I also worked really hard to save up the money for it. So yeah, if this is a part of my life that you would like to know more about, let me know in the comments and I'm happy to share. But yeah, I think that I am going to make a protein shake, and then let's build a shelf, shall we? Okay, here we are again in this construction zone. I think I'm gonna build the small one and then take a break to drink some coffee and have some breakfast, and then I'll build the big one. I also will fit a shower in there somewhere, but I'm trying not to double dip. I'm also filming a vlog about redoing this room, so I'll share some stuff here, but yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna build the last couple of shelves, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go through and organize my stash, I think. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do vlog-wise for that. Kind of feels like it could be its own video on its own, but yeah, let's build a shelf. Okay. I am showered, and I think I'm getting really close to finishing a couple of knit projects, so I thought I would try them on here. The first is my sunset sweatshirt. I am knitting it longer than the pattern suggests, and I think that I may be ready for the ribbing, so I want to try it on before I start the ribbing. I could have pulled it on a barber cord, but that would be too easy. Okay, so I'm gonna lower this a bit. So here is where the body's sitting right now. Actually, I think that that's pretty perfect. My belly button is here, so it's just about at my belly button. So if I do a couple of inches of ribbing, I think that it'll be perfect. And let's do stick season. Okay, so sunset sweatshirt is ready for ribbing. I am gonna try on my stick season I recorded a podcast yesterday, so I'm gonna edit it today and it will go up before this video. So if you watch that podcast, you'll hear me talk about this being a little on the small side. Actually, I need some needle stoppers. A little on the small side. I am test knitting this pattern and I was selected to test knit the size 1, which gives me, I think it was no positive ease, or just under 2 inches of positive ease. And the suggestion is 2 to 6 inches of positive ease. I have very broad muscular shoulders, so it just is looking tiny, but I think that when the button band is on, it'll actually be better, and it already is looking better with a sleeve. But see, it just like sits really narrow, but I do think that a button band will help, and this is feeling better with a sleeve. The armhole had been tiny, so I talked about it in my podcast as well, but I casted or picked up enough stitches for a size 2 arm because I knew a size 1 was going to be way too small, tight for my liking. So yeah, here we are. This is about 2 2/3 of the way through the armhole or arm sleeve decreases, but this is getting pretty close to the point where I want to start ribbing. So I may do one more repeat. How much would that be? And then ribbing? That might be too long though. So I don't know, we'll play it by ear today, but it is looking like we are on track to finish this sleeve today. And yeah, that's pretty exciting. Okay, I just spent a good amount of time on my walking pad editing the podcast to go live tomorrow, which is Wednesday the 20th. And while this is uploading, I have been sitting here, let me turn you, with Zoe, and I started my ribbing. You'll have seen that I tried on my sunset sweatshirt and it was, excuse me, was ready for ribbing. So I switched my needles and I have worked almost half of the ribbing. And I'll finish the other half and then bind off, and then it's gonna be done, and I'm so excited. I have a really cute idea for a finished object picture for this one, because there's still some leaves on the ground outside. So hopefully I can finish this tonight and take some pictures of it tomorrow, and then I'll get it blocked. But I think that this only has a few more minutes before it's done uploading. I think that I am going to let this finish and then go downstairs and build the last shelf. It is like 3, it's almost 3. 2:47 is what that says. So I would love to get that built, and then I can just knit for the rest of the night. So let's go do that. Okay, you guys, they're all built. So a double, a single, a double. They just look so seamless and beautiful. That bottom panel might bother me. I might end up getting an all glass one, but we'll have to see. It also depends on how my sweaters look in there. If I'm using the bottom shelves for sweaters, I'm definitely gonna want it all to be glass. So we'll see what happens. The rest of the day, I am going to finish my sunset sweatshirt. I'm halfway through the ribbing, so I think that that's a realistic goal. And then I would love to work a little bit on my stick season sleeve. I would love to finish that sleeve and maybe pick up the button band, but that might be ambitious. What time is it? Oh, it's only 4:15. So we'll see. I will keep you posted, but for now I am going to knit on the ribbing of my sunset sweatshirt, and tomorrow will be a big yarny day. So, okay, I did it. I have finished the ribbing. It matches the sleeves perfectly. They're both 2.5 inches. So I am going to start the 2x2 sewn bind off, so I'll probably be here for a couple of hours. Sewn bind offs take forever, but they're so nice. We are having quite a windstorm here, and the lights keep flickering. So I have my phone on the charger, I have some candles lit. If the power goes out, the power goes out. It's very rare for the power to go out here. We are kind of known for these windstorms, so all of our power lines are underground. I think in the 4 years I've lived here, we've only lost power once, but it was for like 2 days, so kind of a bummer, but hopefully the power does not go out. If the power does go out, then you won't see me again tonight, and I'll check in when I can, but I am going to do the sewn bind off for my sunset sweatshirt, and then this will be a finished object. And then I will work on either my stick season jacket or my mini seasons sweater, just kind of depending on what I'm feeling. Yeah, let's get this done. It's all done. Holy cow. It's always like such a interesting feeling when you finish a project, because it's like exciting, and it's like, I mean, I'm gonna block this sweater and then I just like get to wear it, but it's also like, okay, now what, you know? Like, oh, it's just over now. I've been knitting on this project since September, and now it's just over. I don't know. I may be alone in that. I'm even weaving in my end. I'm surprised that I have power right now. Across the street, they definitely do not, so. Luck is on our side today. I am going to probably sign off for the night here, mostly because I really do think I'm probably gonna lose power here soon. But now that this is finished, I think I'm actually gonna weave in the ends right now while I still have light, and I want to take a picture of it tomorrow, and then I will block it. Tonight I'm gonna try to finish the first sleeve of my stick season sweater or jacket and work a little bit on the mini season sweater. If I could get that done too, that would be awesome, but that may be a little ambitious. So I have a finished object. I will show it on at some point tomorrow. I don't feel like doing it right now. But yeah, I'm excited, and I'm keeping my marker on the back so that I remember what's the front and back so I can sew a tag on after I block it. I've learned my lesson from not being able to tell the front to the back. Yeah, I am going to have a cozy, probably candlelit night, and we'll get some knitting done, and when I lose internet, I'll probably get some reading done as well. And I will check in the morning. Well, the power's out, but the show must go on. It's freezing in this house right now. I think my fireplace works when the power's out, because it's a gas fireplace. Let's see. Yes! That's all we need, you guys. That's all we need. I'm gonna feed my cat and I'm gonna read until the sun comes up and I have some light to do things. This was an interesting week to choose to vlog, but I'll check in when there's some daylight outside. Gonna try try to make some coffee, but I think that all of my coffee beans are whole. So I might be just having to make tea, but at least I realized that I can cook things on the stove without power. Yes, Zoe? Oh, would you like to say hi? Sure. Yeah, you can say hi. Okay, hello, good morning. It is Wednesday. The sun has come up finally. It's 7:38. We lost power last night. I got a text from PSE at like 11:30, so probably right around there. And we have no estimated return time right now, so I think we're probably in it for the long haul. I'm mostly nervous because I work tomorrow and Friday, and I am someone who meal preps and brings my food to work, and that's not gonna be a thing today unless the power comes back on. So we're just gonna play it by ear. We're gonna, you know, take the day for what it is. I'm thankful to have a roof over my head. The winds last night I heard were nuts. A friend of mine couldn't even get home from work last night because there were so many trees down, so she had to sleep at the hospital. So I am thankful that I have a roof over my head and there is no crazy damage outside or to my car or to like everyone here, although we don't have power. Nothing detrimental is happening, and I was able to make coffee. I texted my neighbors to see if they want some coffee because making coffee without power is kind of difficult. But updates. Last night I finished the first sleeve of my stick season jacket. So today I need more light because this is a pretty dark yarn. I don't know if it's gonna get much lighter than this, but I'm gonna try and pick up the button band because that's the part that I enjoy the least. So I'm gonna try and get that out of the way, and then I'll do the last sleeve and then that'll be done. And then this morning I worked on my mini seasons sweater and I finished the like body of the sleeve, and I'm now doing the ribbing. So I have 10 rows left to go. So I think that I will finish that up here this morning. And then the wind has died down, so I think I'm gonna go for a little stroll outside this morning. See if I can find a collection of fall leaves to take some pictures with for some of the sweaters that I'm finishing up. And then once there's a little bit more daylight, I will get going on the button band and also the yarn room. This is a perfect day to not have internet because that was what I was planning on doing anyways, and I don't need internet for that. The only thing that is that it's like eerily quiet. A couple houses down, they have a generator, so they kicked that on this morning at 7 a.m. So that's like the only noise happening right now. It's like very quiet. But anyways, I'm trying not to waste my phone battery. So I'm not listening to music or anything like that, which is a struggle for me because I like to listen to things. But anyways, that's a tangent. Let's finish up this sleeve and then drink some while we drink our coffee, and then maybe I'll go for a walk and then do the yarn room. It's gonna be a pretty chill day because there's no power, so I can't go anywhere. I needed to go to the grocery store. I should have gone yesterday. I just didn't. But also, there's no power, so anything that I bought that was refrigerated will likely need to be thrown away. So that's, anyways. Okay, I'm gonna knit on the sleeve and drink my coffee, and then I will check in and we'll go for a little stroll. I weaved in all of the ends. It's ready to be blocked. And I still really love this project. I think it's so cute. Anyways, all done. It's so cute. I can't wait to make another one. I have a good bit of yarn left over. So I am going to try to find a worsted weight beanie pattern, and I'll make one to match once I have internet again. So that's what I'm gonna do with the leftover yarn. I'm not a big like worsted weight, especially like the Lion brand. I don't really have a use for the leftovers other than that, so I would love to do that. Or maybe like a little pair of socks. Worsted weight baby socks though seems like a lot, so I'll look at some patterns and kind of decide. But another project off the needles this week. I am going to actually probably sit here and drink some more coffee before it gets cold, because reheating it is not going to be a thing. But then I will go for a walk, and I'm trying to find a spot with lots of like reddish leaves so that I can take pictures of these finished sweaters. Hi. Okay, it is, haha, there's no clocks. 10:13. I just got back from, I went for a really long walk and I found a few spots to take some cute finished object pictures for my sunset sweatshirt and my mini season sweater. And then I hopped in my car because I was trying to text my dad back and I don't have any like cell service. So I hopped in my car and was just gonna like kind of drive around and found that Safeway was open. So I was like, this is an opportunity and I'm gonna take it. So I stocked up on some macaroni and cheese. This is the best mac and cheese in my opinion. High protein, lots of fiber, good stuff. A couple of apples. This is really exciting stuff. And some lighters, because if this one lighter that I have goes dead, I can no longer boil water. So boiling water is my saving grace right now. The only thing I'm wishing right now is that I could reheat this coffee, but I guess I could put it over the stove, but that seems like a lot of work. So I'm just gonna drink cold coffee. I think that I'm gonna pick up the button band for my stick season and then work on organizing my yarn stash. Okay, it's done. That took a while. What time is it? It's like almost 2 p.m. That took like a couple hours actually, not that bad. But it's done. I have a big tote of yarn that I plan to destash. I've never destashed yarn before, so I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do it, but I'll probably post on my Instagram stories. And then, like, what is this for? I don't know. Let's show you what I did. So, fingering weight, sorry, lace, fingering, including like sock sets, some sweater quantities, and then like miscellaneous like already caked stuff. This in here is all knitted sweaters, and then DK weight and worsted weight. I have said it before and I will say it again, I have a lot of yarn. It's nice to actually be able to see it like this because I'm like, holy smokes, that's a lot of yarn. And every time I think about buying yarn, I'm gonna walk in here and I'm gonna be able to see all of my yarn and be like, oh, actually I already have a color that's similar to that. I don't need it. So I'm hoping that this will really help me stop buying yarn and just use what I have, because I have a lot. I've also picked out which yarns I want to cake up next for projects. So I'm going to do my Pitchkin from the Farmer's Daughter's Fibers for the Ava, or Eva, I think it's Eva, but everyone says Ava, cardigan by Petite Knit. And then, as I said in my podcast, I'm wanting to do a season sweater in the adult size, so I have this yarn from Explorer Knits that I will cake up once I finish my stick season. I'm going to try really hard to focus on getting that off the needles. I did pick up the button band, and I will do my best to finish that tonight after I clean up this mess. If you'd like a tour of my yarn stash, let me know. There's a lot of it, and hopefully, again, I will stop collecting yarn now that I can see it all. Giving myself grace, I have had a lot of these skeins for more than 5 years, so I've really whittled it down to colors that I like, and anything that's not in my color palette, I put into this box. And actually I see one right here that I like, this sock yarn. I'm never gonna use that. Bye. Anything that I'm not able to sell on Dstash, I will probably just put on Facebook Marketplace and see if anyone wants to pick it up. But I have like a few sweater quantities, like this woolberry in the color clay. It's fingering weight. It's their Berry Natural, I think. I have like 5 skeins of this, which is from Yarn Inc. It's the color Phoenix, DK weight. I think I've had these for like 8 years. I bought them so long ago. I do wish that these yarns said what year they were dyed, because I think that would be fun information to have. And then I have 4 of these, and I do love this color. This is Plymouth Select Worsted Merino Superwash. But I only have 4, and that's not enough to make a sweater. It could make a slipover, but I'm just not really a slipover girl, and I already have yarn that I want to use for a slipover. So like, never gonna use these. So if you're interested in my Dstash, I will try and post it on my Instagram. We still have no power, but they say that it should be restored by 4 p.m. It's almost 2. So we'll see if that happens. I am going to clean up this mess that I've made. And then eat something, because I have not fed my body today because I've been so hyper-focused. I love ADHD. Okay, so yeah, that's where we're at right now. And I gotta eat. Okay, yeah, here with an update. I got a little stir crazy, went for a drive, charged my phone up, stole some hospital Wi-Fi from my work. It was expected for our internet to come, or our power to come back at 4. It is past 4 now and still no power. So I think it's gonna be a while. Some people have heard it's gonna be 3 days. I don't really know. So the sun's probably gonna go down soon. It goes down around 5. So I am going to go find my headlamp, and I started the fire again. I'm gonna cozy in, make some mac and cheese. The grocery store was open. And then yeah, I was able to screenshot my workout, so I have it ready to go for the morning, and I will be at work tomorrow where I have power. So hopefully the house doesn't get too cold overnight. And yeah, I'll let you know how the rest of the evening goes. But I did pick up, I don't think I've shown yet, I picked up for the button band. It obviously looks really silly because there's no needle cables that are long enough, but I'm almost halfway there. I'm gonna make the buttonhole here soon, so I should be able to hopefully bind that off tonight, and then probably start the second sleeve, because what else am I gonna do tonight? Safe to say I will not be making it to book club, but I did get a good chunk of the book read, so that's cool. Anyways, I'm rambling. I am going to go find my headlamp and make some food, and then settle in for a long cold night probably. I'll check in later. Okay, this is my final check-in of Wednesday. It is 7:50 p.m. I still have no power, and the message that I just received from Puget Sound Energy is, today's Wednesday, November 20th, okay? The estimated restoration time is 11:23, 8 o'clock p.m. That's Saturday. That's okay. It's gonna be just fine. I work tomorrow and Friday. I have packed all of the dry goods that I have for work tomorrow. The fireplace still works, so it's not super cold in here. I just hope it doesn't get too cold overnight. But I may just light the fireplace in the morning when I work out so that it doesn't get too cold in here for Zoe while I'm gone. We were having fun at first, and now I'm over it. So, okay, this is me signing off for the night. I am going to read some of my book and then go to bed and hopefully get a full 8 hours before my 4 a.m. wake up call. So, good night. Good morning, I have power. I'm gonna make my pre-workout and we're gonna lift back and biceps and then shower and head into work. Let's get this lift. Just finished in the gym. Gonna go upstairs and take a shower, and then it's 5:55. I have to leave at 6:30, so I might walk on the walking pad upstairs a little bit while I upload some of this footage, and then we'll make some coffee and go to work. Okay, off to work I go. I will check in tonight. Hopefully we have a lot of babies today. I don't know what the power situation is going to be near the hospital, but I know that the hospital has a generator, so we have power, and I have power here, so I'm hopeful that that means everyone has power, but we will see. I will check in when I get home. This is my Thursday night check-in. I'm just getting home from work. It's 8:15. I'm going to bed. Good night. Good morning. It is Friday morning. It is 6 a.m. I am getting ready to go to work. I did not work out this morning. I listened to my body and my body was tired, so I will make it up on Sunday. Busy day at work yesterday. Got to meet a baby boy and left work late and then got home and was just like really tired. I didn't even read a chapter of my book. I just knocked out. So I took advantage of the extra hour of sleep this morning. Kind of same deal today. Wake up, go to work, come home, go to bed. But depending on, it's 6 o'clock. I have to leave at 6:30. I may try and get a few minutes in on the walking pad and organize some of the footage from this. If that doesn't happen today, that's fine. Tomorrow's gonna be the last day that I film. I'm leaving for California on Sunday and I just don't wanna bring all of this with me. So, yeah, not much to share for today, but tomorrow will be another day off at home. So, hoping to get some knitting in and yeah, I'll check in either tonight or tomorrow morning, but let's not count on tonight. Let's say I'll check in tomorrow morning. Let's go. Good morning, happy Saturday. I like to have kind of a slower morning on Saturdays. So I am working on the button band of my stick season jacket. I actually just finished it, so I just have to do the bind off. And I'm watching a knitting podcast. I read some of my book, and I am going to hit the gym here soon. Gonna be a pretty chill day. I need to pack. I go out of town tomorrow. I'm visiting my family in California, and then I am donating blood, so I'll take you along for that. And yeah, we'll finish the button band of the stick season, maybe pick up a sleeve. I'm really hoping to start my Sweet Shop blanket for my friend's baby today. And then I need to figure out what project I can bring with me to travel, because everything that I had on the needles is either already finished or now too large to travel with. So that is my food. So I am going to eat and bind off this button band, and then we'll hit the gym. Okay, I just finished in the gym. I ran a couple miles for cardio now that I have my treadmill back. I am going to eat something real quick and shower, and then I'm heading to donate some blood. So that is my morning. Okay, hello from my car. I just finished donating blood. I am going to head home, and I'm gonna stop at the store on the way home and hope that they got like restocked on all of their refrigerated items. I would love some yogurt, I would love some chicken, I would love some vegetables. I'm not getting too excited, but hopefully they have food. Hello, good afternoon. It is still Saturday. I got home from donating blood, and a friend of mine who is still out of power is going to come over. We're gonna knit. She's gonna take a hot shower, and she's probably gonna stay the night here. So I think that this is probably gonna be my last check-in. I am working on my balloon cardigan, which was my birthday cast on. I am making my way through the back. The yoke on a stockinette cardigan always seems to take me like years because the back and forth, all the purls. But we are making progress. I have made some decaf coffee because I needed something warm. This mug I got from Sacred Sheep, Livia Zoe Studio. It's very cute. So yeah, I think we are just gonna hang out and knit and order some Chipotle because I heard Chipotle is open, which is pretty exciting. And yeah, I might, I have yarn caked up already to cast on my Sweet Shop blanket, so I think I'm gonna do that. And then as well as work a little bit on my Lakes pullover because this is my friend Brenna and we are buddy knitting this sweater together, so I thought that that would be fun. I may do a little bit of a something later tonight or tomorrow morning, but if not, I hope that you enjoyed this. Thanks for hanging out with me this week. It was a really weird week, but it has me excited, and I think that Vlogmas is something that I'm going to be doing this year. It would be similar format to this. I would record for a week and then post just once a week, maybe like on Sunday or Monday. Again, my work days are really boring because I work for 12.5 hours and that's all I do. But yeah, so look forward to that. If you like this comment or content, please let me know and I will do my best to provide some more of it. I'm also looking at doing some like project vlogs. I've been seeing a lot of makers do that and kind of share their process from start to finish on like knitting a sweater and like reviewing the yarn and just like overall kind of getting a good idea of how the pattern works up. So I thought that that would be fun too. So I may do that with my road sweater, which I plan to cast on probably early December. So we will see. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me this week. I feel like I got a lot of knitting done. I got a few projects off my needles, and I am probably gonna also finish my stick season here soon. So project updates will come in my next podcast episode. I hope you guys had the best week. If you feel so inclined, please feel free to like and subscribe. It would really help out my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Happy knitting!